What happens when a top prosecutor becomes president and shakes up a nation's politics?
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Garrett, and I'm super excited to be here today.
And I'm Leah. We're thrilled to have you join us on Laid Back Learning with Leah and Garrett.
All right, let's set the stage for this one. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Yoon Suk Yeol, the 13th president of South Korea.
Okay, here we go from the top. So, funny story. I once accidentally signed up for a Korean language class. Turns out I thought it was something else entirely. But it got me really curious about South Korean politics.
Nailed it. That's a segue into today's topic, right? Let's dig into this.
Let's open the book on this. Yoon Suk Yeol. He's a real fascinating figure. He started out as this powerhouse prosecutor, tackling corruption at the highest levels.
Yeah, totally. He was renowned for taking on big names in South Korean politics, like former presidents Park Geun-hye and Lee Myung-bak. This sort of gave him a reputation as a corruption buster.
And he was part of the People Power Party, which is kind of like the conservative faction in South Korea. His move to politics from law was pretty unexpected, but also inevitable, given his reputation.
Honestly, that's a solid point. He's got quite the academic background, too. Studied law at Seoul National University. And get this, even when he was a student, he was fearless, doing a mock trial against a dictator that almost got him imprisoned.
Here's something to get us started on his journey. Born in Seoul, his dad was a professor of economics. Yoon grew up in an environment rich in knowledge, which clearly influenced his path.
Let's unpack this fascinating part. He was exempted from military service due to anisometropia, a condition with unequal eye refraction. This meant he could focus entirely on his legal career.
Yeah, and his prosecutorial career, it's something else. Like that time in 1999, he went after the assistant commissioner for corruption, no matter how high up they were.
And then again, in 2006, taking on the Hyundai Motor chairperson. It's like no stone unturned with this guy. He really didn't shy away from big cases, did he?
Right? In 2013, he led the team investigating the national intelligence scandal. His career is marked by these high-profile cases. That's for sure.
So when he jumped into politics around 2021, folks were like, whoa, what's he planning? But it made sense, as he had already shaken up the judiciary quite a bit.
Yeah, and he soon became this political force by joining the People Power Party. He won the presidential election by a razor-thin margin. Now his presidency, that's where things get even more intriguing.
For sure. He's initiated some truly controversial policies. Like he proposed raising the maximum weekly working hours from 52 to 69. Can you imagine that going down well?
That's a no-go for me, especially considering the work-life balance concerns. And with his low approval ratings, it kind of shows people aren't thrilled about certain policies.
But there's this big question hanging in the air about his stance on gender issues. Like he's been criticized for his approach, which some say deepens societal divides.
Keeping it real, there's a supportive view that he's aiming to tackle gender issues individually rather than structurally. It's an interesting method, but definitely stirs debate.
Yeah, let's shed some light on the impact, whether it's addressing root causes effectively or just skirting around them. It's a puzzle to figure out, right?
Right? And moving right along, it's kind of surprising there's not much pop culture buzz about him yet. But imagine a series or movie about his transition from prosecutor to president.
That'd be pretty cool, right? His life has such dramatic arcs, and the politics of South Korea, they could reach a really global audience with all their fascinating intricacies.
So, diving into why you'd want to study this, I think it's super intriguing to see how a legal and political career intertwine to influence national policies.
Totally. And the complexities of leadership amidst controversy, he's definitely someone who's shaping modern governance in a very distinct way.
And that's where we'll leave it for now. Stay curious and keep questioning.
All right, that ties it up nicely. Until next time, keep exploring those global stories, everyone.